The Playmakerz blog is proudly to present Shooting Lights Out. And Shooting Lights Out is being brought to you by Fanatics. Get your worldwide Fanatics sportswear, memorabilia, whatever it is. You can get your code one to get from Fanatics, as you can see here. Or you can get your Finity collection by Rihanna as you prepare for Super Bowl Sunday. As of right now, for today, only free U.S. shipping on orders over $24 using the code 24SHIP. That is 24SHIP for free U.S. shipping on orders over $24. Also, Shooting Lights is brought to you by Liz. Liz, get your favorite hatwear, sportswear, NBA All Star jersey, MAB gear, All Star for the Hockey League, or any styles of the NFL with Liz. Locker Room by Liz. And for today only, free U.S. shipping as well on all orders, on all U.S. orders. That is Lids FS. That is LIDSFS. That's on free shipping of all U.S. orders on lids.com. So you have Fanatics and you have Lids. Sports fans, get your gear and get the rocking. Now it's time for Shooting Lights Out.
Sound like some Viking music, don't it?
Yeah, gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win. Who am I to point the finger like I never ever seen? Been through the ups and downs like the letter N. They don't let you through the door, better kick that again. Cause that's the only way to win. That's the only way to go. Gotta get it out the mud, gotta get it out the flow. Cause that's the only way to go. Let's go.
Shooting Lights Out. Ladies and gentlemen, how y'all doing today? February 6th, 2023. The Playmaker is here down there, so I am happy to bring you Shooting Lights Out this week. Oh my goodness. Basketball was in a state this past weekend. Oh, you know we gotta talk. We gonna talk. I have two flavor files. Two flavor files. I got news on Kyrie Irving. We gotta talk about what took place in college basketball because we had rivalry week. Oh man, so much stuff. Oh, and by the way, I'll be doing a second Shooting Lights Out episode this week. This one will be on the women's side of basketball with a special guest, okay? Just want to throw that out there right now. As y'all heard in the opening, we are brought to you by Fanatics and be brought to you by Lids. As of right now, you get free U.S. shipping on both sites. Well, no matter which one it is, it can be from Locker Rooms by Lids or the official license, everything was Fanatics. And get your sportswear, man. Take advantage of the deals today because they end today. Take advantage of them. Do what you got to do. Rock the rail. It is Super Bowl week, by the way. So all my Philadelphia Eagles and Kansas City Chiefs fans, get your gear with Fanatics or Lids. Get ready for Super Bowl Sunday. You got plenty of time. Get it. Use the deals for today. Get your free shipping out the way, and that's rock and roll. So, like I said, we got news, we got notes, we got Kyrie, we got other stuff to talk about today. I got two flagrant fouls, so I'm not going to take too much of your time. We're going to walk right into it right now. And kicking things off, the breaking news out the whole sports world. The Nets have traded all-star guard Kyrie Irving to the Dallas Mavericks. And this Dallas Mavericks deal, the Nets are not only just sending Kyrie Irving, they send Markieff Morris also to Dallas. And the Mavericks are sending Dorian Finney-Smith, Spencer Dinwiddie, and 3 picks, I think. 2 first rounders and a second round pick. Years later, I think 2027, 2029 picks, if I remember correctly, to the Dallas Mavericks. So we have Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic going to be teammates in this one. Initial thought is, wow. Didn't see it coming. Kyrie Irving asked for a trade this past Friday, and he was dealt yesterday, which is interesting. So I'm going to get more into Kyrie because Kyrie Irving is one of my favorite fouls, just to give y'all a taste of what's to come to on the show today. But initial thoughts is, Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic playing together. It's gonna be interesting how that works because Luka likes to Luka is the offense for Dallas. That's just kind of what it is. Like Luka is the offense. How does Kyrie Irving fit into this offense? Now, when Luka gets off the court, Kyrie can take over. Kyrie can take over, which is one of the main things part of which why Dallas did what they did because once Luka get off the court, it is terrible. Though Dallas Mavericks are terrible when Luka's not on the court. Let's just keep it real, shall we? Let's just keep it real and honest and authentic here. So I've seen a lot of people who've been commenting on social media and me following social media. Everybody's interested. Some people don't see it working because Kyrie and Luka pretty much do the same thing. So how does both do it? How do they both play together? Does Luka dominate the ball and Kyrie plays off the ball, or does Kyrie dominate the ball, Luka play off the ball, or do they split it up, or how it is? So it's going to be interesting to see how this is going to work out. So one guy, I love how he broke this down. Phil Niger, shout out to him because he broke this. He commented on my post when I posted this, and he said the biggest plus for the Mavs here is Luka can take a break more often on offense, and Kyrie can produce when Luka sits, which is one of the biggest things for the Mavericks. But he went on to break. He really broke it down. I love what Phil said. And he said, "I am not sure they got a lot better or at their best in a one possession with their best five on the floor. But now Luka doesn't have to do it all, which is true. They should overall be better on offensively with the lesser letdown. Luka and Kyrie both be willing and able to launch it and also break down the defense is going to be fun to watch. Defensively took a hit. Dorian Finney-Smith is going to be missed on defense. Spencer Dinwiddie has been a bit better on defense than Kyrie and has a bit more size to switch and match up. Nets didn't get a star, but they got a good point guard and a good 3-and-D starter or excellent rotation players. The Nets also now have 4 tradable first-round picks. I don't think they're done. I kind of expected a bit splash is coming with Ben Simmons used for salary. Very interesting breakdown by Mr. Philip Nige. I appreciate it. Very good breakdown. I definitely love the breakdown. And yes, defensively, I have no idea what they're going to do defensively. Luka don't play defense, and Kyrie damn sure don't play no damn defense. So that's one aspect of it. Okay? Like I said, offensively, they get better. You got a guy, Luka can take a normal break now and not have to worry about if the team is going to blow a lead and he has to rush back in. Okay? It's just amazing how this stuff goes, but I'll get into more of how I feel about Kyrie Irving when I do my Flagrant Foul. But as of right now, that's the main headline. And keep it going on Around the Hardwood. Steph Curry, leg injury, expected to be out through the All-Star break. Steph Curry suffered an injury over the weekend. He's going to be day-to-day, week-to-week. As report has been coming out, he's going to miss the All-Star game, which he was a starter in. So somebody will be starting for him, and they'll send a replacement for Steph Curry. But he'll be out. That's another time for the superstars of Golden State to take another hit. Golden State has been struggling, especially on the road. The more they are out, the more it takes for them to get back right, to get back on a healthy track and do what they need to do. But as of right now, Steph Curry is gonna be out for a while. NBA issues FedEx Forum bans after investigation post-game incident. Now, when this came up on ESPN, I was confused of what they were talking about. But then I went and read the article, which I'm about to read for you right here, right now. The NBA said it investigated a post-game incident after the Memphis Grizzlies home game against the Indiana Pacers on January 29th. and banned some from attending games at the FedEx Forum after its pro. The Athletic reported that acquaintance of the Grizzlies, John Morant, confronted members of the Pacers traveling party near Indiana's bus in the FedEx Forum's loading dock area after the Grizzlies 112-100 win that night. The Athletic reported a laser coming from an SUV that is reported Morant was riding in was pointed towards Pacers players, coaches, and others in the loading area. The Athletic reported it was not known who shined the laser. It was reported some fear was attached to a gun. NBA security and league investigators conducted an investigation, interviewing numerous witnesses and viewing video surveillance following allegations made by the Indiana Pacers organization regarding a post-game incident on January 29th. While we sustained that a post-game situation arose that was confrontational, based on interviews and other evidence gathered, we could not corroborate that any individual threatened others with a weapon. Certainly, individuals involved in a post-game situation and a related matter during the game that night have been subsequently banned from attending games in their arena. If additional information becomes available related to the post-game situation, the league office will conduct a further investigation. That is from the NBA on this. Now, I could have added this to my flagrant foul because I will be talking about Memphis, but one player in particular, but I will be talking about Memphis. I will say this, though. The Grizzlies, Taylor Jenkins, John Morant, y'all better get it together. This nonsense that y'all been doing is getting ridiculous. It's getting stupid. Okay? I gave you props. Matter of fact, if I remember, I think the last heat check I did was y'all. I did a heat check on y'all, giving y'all props, giving y'all what y'all do, because y'all play tough. Y'all play inspired. Y'all play with that dog mentality. You're second in the damn West. But these stupid ass antics that y'all doing is getting ridiculous. People are starting to look at y'all and starting to think that y'all fraudulent. They know the talent. We see the talent. But y'all just so immature that makes you fraudulent. Y'all haven't matured yet. That's the last thing you need is maturity. That's what we waiting for John Morant, Dillon Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr., the stars, the young talent of the Memphis Grizzlies. If y'all get y'all damn match together and freaking mature, y'all will be favorites to win championships. Not Golden State, not the Los Angeles Clippers, not the Denver freaking Nuggets. Y'all immaturity is the reason why y'all are not seen as a threat in the West. Get it together. Moving on. We get a recap some games from the past weekend. Shout out to the Phoenix Suns getting the blowout victory over the Boston Celtics. Giannis and the Bucks, they are continuing to roll heavily as they roll the Miami Heat. The New Orleans Pelicans ended their 9-10 game losing streak, and they shut down the Lakers to end it. The Clippers get the big win at Madison Square Garden. The Golden State Warriors beat the Dallas Mavericks despite losing Steph Curry in the middle of that game. College basketball, it was rivalry week in college basketball. And we got it kicked off in the right way. Virginia Tech upsetting number 6. Virginia 74-68. Big win for the Hokies. Not a good loss for the Cavaliers, but they'll be all right. Speaking of upsets, number 13, the Cyclones of Iowa State took down 8th-ranked Kansas Jayhawks 68-53. I watched this game. Iowa State was in control of this game for most of the game. Kansas could not find a footing whatsoever. Shout out to the Cyclones getting a big top 10 win. Cincinnati put on a big second half to slow down and hold off UCF 73-64. Big win for the Bearcats as they look to take control of the American Conference. Down in the SEC top 25 matchup down in Knoxville, Tennessee, number 2, the Volunteers of Tennessee hosting the Tigers of Auburn, ranked 25th, and a back and forth affair with controversy at the end, but Tennessee wins 46-43. As we continue on what took place during rivalry week, we had the Oklahoma State Cowboys upsetting 15th-ranked TCU 79-73. Heading down to South Carolina Clemson as the 20th-ranked Tigers hosted 23rd-ranked Hurricanes of Miami, with the Miami Hurricanes getting a big road win, a top 20 road win in Clemson, 78-74. Probably the big one of the day, it was down at Assembly Hall in Indiana as the Bloomington, Indiana, should I say, as the 21st-ranked Indiana Hoosiers upset number 1 Purdue, 79-74. Down in the state, down back to the Big 12, we went to Manhattan, Kansas, with 7th-ranked Kansas State Wildcats hosted 10th-ranked Texas Longhorns in the top 10 showdown, with the Longhorns getting the big road win, 69-66. Maybe that's the win Texas needed to get themselves back on track to do the things that they needed to do. Shout out to the Texas Longhorns. And finally, we had our first meeting of Duke Carolina with the new arrow, Hubert Davis, Coach John Shire. Duke 63, Carolina 57. Duke gets the much needed win. As rivalry week continued, it was Rupp Arena in Lexington, Kentucky, with the Kentucky Wildcats hosting the Florida Gators. And the game, Kentucky controlled for most of the game, and they held off a late rally from the Florida Gators, 72-67. For those of you who want to know, yes, that does hurt me because I actually watched the game, and Florida just couldn't put stops together. They made a run, but they couldn't get the stop that they needed, and Kentucky was able to stay within arm distance away from Florida to get that win that they needed. And then to cap off the rivalry week, we had a showdown. It was St. Mary's, ranked 18th in the country. The Gales were hosting 12th ranked and their arch rival, the Gonzaga Bulldogs. In a game that went into overtime, it was the St. Mary Gales pulling out the 78-70 win over Gonzaga. The Gales have a 2-game lead in the West Coast over Gonzaga, looking to snap a stranglehold that has been Gonzaga in the West Coast for quite some time. The Gales got a big win on that one, a very big win. And that would do it for shooting lights for, not shooting lights, I apologize. I do it for Around the Hardwood here. We're going to take a break. When we come back, our first of 2 Flagrant Fouls. Fans across the nation, Grand fans across the world, the Playmaker down there silence here, and you have turned into Ramley Talk. Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp said, the GOAT is not getting his ball back. We are ending this right here, right now. And Matthew Stafford did it. Somebody explain to me, why does this keep happening with the San Francisco 49ers? You can't stop Deebo Samuel for whatever reason. You make Jimmy G look like a damn good quarterback. And then the offensive line and defensive line getting their ass whooped by the other ones. Somebody explain this to me. Please.
Baker Mayfield was just a walk-through practice into his tenure with the Rams. And he's out there throwing game-winning touchdowns.
Just like in the San Francisco game, Aaron Donald gets to Joe Burrow. Burrow tries to get rid of it. It falls wide and short of Samaje Perine. Turnover on down.
Subscribe to the podcast on your favorite platform, whether it be Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and whatever else that you listen to Ramley Talk on.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Cowboys Talk.
The Dallas Cowboys got exactly what they deserved. Let me say that one more time, because you know it's true. The Dallas Cowboys got exactly what they deserved.
Dak Prescott is overrated and he shouldn't be paid. Okay? And the same thing with Pollard. I mean, Pollard breaking the tackles at that 57-yard touchdown run. I mean, we needed that big time.
33 points in the fourth quarter. Let me say that again. 33 points in the fourth quarter. And that's off of 4 turnovers committed by the Colts. See, at one point, and the fact that at the end of the third quarter, it was 21-19, and the final score was 54-19. Now that, ladies and gentlemen, that is completely unexpected.
Cowboys Talk is available on all streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and YouTube.
All right, welcome back to Shooting the Lights Out. As y'all seen, that is our football commercial on the Playmakerz blog. Ramley Talk, what I host, the All LA Rams podcast that I usually do on Thursdays during the season, and breaking news here and there for Ramley Talk. So that is available on all streaming platforms that you're listening to, including Amazon Music, Pandora, and YouTube. Cowboys Talk, my man, the Bear Man, I was like, it's the same thing. Everything Dallas Cowboys, he does it, and it's all on the same platform. So whatever platforms you like, you can listen to Cowboys Talk or Ramley Talk. It doesn't matter. Just support, listen out, share it out with your friends, share it out with your Ram fans, your Cowboy fans. And if you love the realness, if you love listen to stuff that is telling the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, that's what we do here at the Playmakerz blog. So Ramley Talk, Cowboys Talk, that's available on all platforms, including all our shows that we do here at the Playmakerz blog. If you want to know what all our shows that we do, you can go to our website, theplaymakersblog.com, theplaymakersblog.com. That I'll put that in the descriptions that you can click on. You can see all the podcasts that we do. All right. It's time to give up my first Flagrant Foul. Ladies and gentlemen, as you see on your screen right here is a Flagrant Foul that I am calling NBA Fight Night. For those of you who have been paying attention or have not been paying attention, ladies and gentlemen, we have seen some scuffles, some strappiness go on over the weekend in the NBA. As you see Donovan Mitchell and Dillon Brooks here at the top. You see the Magics and the T-Wolves here at the bottom. There's been some things going on in the NBA that I must address. First one on the docket, Grizzlies Brooks suspended Cal Mitchell's fine for altercation. This is from, Tim. This happened on Friday night when the Memphis Grizzlies played the Cleveland Cavaliers up in the land in Cleveland. Dillon Brooks gave a shot around the corner of Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell threw the ball at him, and this what ensued between the two. Now, Dillon Brooks, sir, you are the victim because, by the way, you lost this game, by the way. 128-113. You lost this game. Let's let you know. But Dillon Brooks, you are the problem of this whole thing because this right here, ladies and gentlemen, what you see on your screen, those of you who are looking on YouTube, what took place weeks ago at Crypto.com Arena against the Los Angeles Lakers. Why is that? Because this guy right here, Dillon Brooks, who you seen in the scuffle with Donovan Mitchell here, Dillon Brooks yet again, he got into it. Dillon Brooks got into it with the one of Shannon Sharp, Uncle Shay Shay. Why they don't get into it? Because Uncle Shay Shay told Dillon Brooks he too small to crowd LeBron James. Dillon Brooks rebutted back with some explanatory words towards Shannon Sharp. The team didn't like it, so you seen this take place with Steven Adams right here, John Morant. Don't know what John Morant's actually doing. Brandon Carr trying to play peacemaker. John Morant's dad looking like Usher over here is chiming in as well, and it is going on and on and on. Okay, that's going on and on. But Dillon Brooks here was nowhere to be found. But it's all started with Dillon Brooks. This whole thing started with Dillon Brooks, just like in the Cleveland incident. Dillon Brooks started it. which led to this, where this between these two going. It is what it started between them two. Everybody else just got involved because they want to stick up for their teammate and whatnot, and mentors and all that good stuff. Yeah, he over here with a tank top on and whatnot, trying to act cool and whatnot, but that doesn't really run the result of the game. When they had a double-digit lead with like 3 minutes to go in the game. By the way, I did a flagrant foul on that along with the Portland Trailblazers. So that's on our YouTube channel as well. Because I was pissed. You had a double-digit lead late in the fourth quarter and you blew it to the damn Lakers. The Lakers out of all teams. It's the same night. But this took place. The exact same night. You still had a double-digit lead late in the fourth quarter and you still blew it to lose to these bums. The Los Angeles Lakers. Now, not only did you lose, Uncle Shay became a meme for looking for this right here, for this exact picture. And it became a meme. Now, Uncle Shay, he went on, Uncle Shay and Sharp, he went on Undisputed that Monday, because that took place on a Friday. He came back that Monday. He offered apologies. He apologized to John Morant. He apologized to John Morant's dad. He apologized to the Memphis Grizzlies organization. He apologized to LeBron James, to the Lakers organization, to his wife, to his kids, to his family, to Fox Sports, to Fox Network, to Skip Bayless and all that. He didn't apologize to Dillon Brooks. Guess what? He said what he said to Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks felt some type of way, but the team backed him up. Dillon Brooks was nowhere in the fray. Nowhere in the fray. There was no Dillon Brooks. But with the Cleveland Cavaliers and Donovan Mitchell, as you can see, oh, hell no. Donovan Mitchell wasn't having it. Donovan Mitchell called him a dirty player. Other people have called him dirty. People on social media have called Dillon Brooks a dirty player. Okay? They literally called him a dirty player. Now, I'm keeping on this slide for right now because Mr. Dillon Brooks. Because Stephen A. brought up a good point when I watched First Take 2 when they talked about this situation. And he talking about your play on the court, sir. And the reason why he says your play on the court might be the reason why you're doing what you're doing. It just might be. So I want to look at the numbers, which I'm going to put up right now for you. That way, y'all know exactly what I'm doing. So maybe go this route to the side view. Dillon Brooks, sir. As I'm looking at it, you are averaging 15 points a game on 40% shooting, beyond 39.5% shooting to be exact. Shooting 31% from three-point range and only giving me 3.5 rebounds a game. So 15 points a game on 39.5% shooting, 31% from three with only 3.5 rebounds a game. 3.5 rebounds. 3. No. This is not what we're doing because last year, sir, when y'all was that team that everybody was looking for, you were scoring 18 points per game. You were shooting 43% from the field. You were shooting 31% from three-point range, well, at least your 3 points consistent. And you was averaging 3 rebounds a game. You was a plus 6.4. And you played defense too. You was averaging a block a game, 2 steals a game. Okay. You was doing your thing. For some reason though, not so much. What's going on? You can't find your shot? You can't find your rhythm? What is it? Because as of right now, 2 instances that involved the Memphis Grizzlies that I came in here knowing before I knew about the post-game incident with the Indiana Pacers. Both is centered around your butt. You and Shannon Sharp in LA back in January. And then what took place Friday with you and Donovan Mitchell. Dillon Brooks. You need to get it together because, Dillon Brooks, you're getting a flagrant foul. But this is a traumedy mess that you have been bringing to the Memphis Grizzlies in a very bad way. Look at you. Tank top and jeans trying to look swole. but you didn't do a damn thing to Shannon Sharp when that incident took place. Get out of my face. Oh, yeah, and by the way, did I forget to mention what you did last year in the playoffs to Gary Payton Jr.? I forgot that. Oh, other people have brought that up, though. I meant to bring that in, too, and I did that on purpose. Dillon Brooks, get out of my face. That brings me to fight night number 2. I wrote an article, I wrote a blog post on this on the website called NBA Fight Night 2. This took place Saturday. So you had Donovan Mitchell and Dillon Brooks Friday. The very next night, you had this. Magic's Mo Bamba, Wolves, Austin Rivers, among 3 suspended for brawl. What brawl are we talking about? A brawl that started like this, with Mo Bamba taking the swing at Austin Rivers, Austin Rivers taking the swing at Mo Bamba. That's how it started, and it ended like this. So those of you can go back, read the article. Of course, I put the video on there. The video's on there. Also, you can find a video on YouTube. Austin Rivers misses a 3. You can say taunting or trash talking was his change from the Magic into Austin Rivers when he missed the 3. Then Austin Rivers go down. He plays defense. Magic doesn't make the bucket. Timberwolves get the rebound. Austin Rivers travels up the court. And traveling up the court because Woody Gobert threw the ball between Anthony Edwards' legs. He made his own teammate and the ball went out of bounds as a turnover. But for some reason, Austin Rivers felt the need to run over to the Magic bench and start a competition with the Magic bench, which is the reason why Mo Bamba took a swing and connected with Rivers' face, and this led to this. And you can tell Austin Rivers got hit by. You can tell by look at his face. He took a shot. What made your dumb ass felt the need that you can walk over to the Magic bench to say or do whatever that you did? Nobody knows what was said between you and Mo Bamba or the Magic bench as a whole. But what made your dumb ass think that you can go over there like the way that you did and not have no consequences come your way? That's why Mo Bamba connected with your face with his fist. Because your dumb ass started playing the goddamn game, took your ass over to the damn bench. The opponent's bench. That is stupid and idiotic. I don't care what was said. I don't care what they was taunting you about. You don't do that. You played in this league. Your dad is a coach in this league. You should know better. So you got your ass suspended along with Mo Bamba. Mo Bamba was served a 4-game suspension because I guess from what I read, not only for the incident, because Austin Rivers also got 3 games, but Mo Bamba want to continue this in the back. Let me bring up the article here. The NBA suspends Orlando's Mo Bamba for 4 games and Minnesota Austin Rivers for 3 games for their roles in the on-court altercation Friday night. I said Saturday, so that was Friday night. Bad. So Donovan Mitchell and took place Thursday, and then Friday this took place. Jalen Suggs also would be suspended for 1 game. The league says what escalated the incident, and what they mean by escalated the incident is the fact that Jalen Suggs aggressively took down Austin Rivers. Even though he didn't throw a swing, he didn't throw a punch, he wasn't trying to escalate it, but the way he went about it, the league say it felt escalated at the moment in time. The league also announced a suspension Saturday. Bamba will be fined $284,000 and 138. I said that wrong. Bamba is forfeiting $284,138 in salary. Rivers is forfeiting $60,121, and Suggs is forfeiting $47,740 in salary. Timberwolves for Jaden McDaniels was also fined $20,000 for getting involved in the altercation. Bamba, Rivers, Suggs, and McDaniels were all ejected along with Minnesota's Taurean Prince. There was no added punishment for Prince in this altercation. However, nevertheless, the reason why Mo Bamba received a 4-game suspension and now 3 games because he continued to escalate the situation. And it says here the league said that Bamba intended to continue to engage with Rivers in a hostile manner in the corridors outside of the locker rooms, where he also aggressively shoved a security representative. Now, more Bamba, I got to get on you because now you're a young player. I'll give you that. But at the same damn time, when your ass gets ejected, take your ass to the goddamn locker room and stop the foolishness, okay? Instead of your ass playing quality minutes on the damn court for us, your ass is suspended for 4 games instead of 3 like Rivers are because your ass wanted to continue the whole situation. Not only that, you pushed down a security person. The hell was you thinking? Now, somebody better be in your ear. They better chew your ass out from Friday to now. You better have got your ass chewed out by somebody. I don't give a damn who it is. Mom, daddy, coach, teammate. Somebody should have chewed your damn young ass out right now. So that your ass don't make that mistake again. Now, Austin Rivers, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure Pops gave him a call and told him what the hell what you was thinking. Because quite frankly, no matter what Bamba or what the Magic Benz did to you after you missed your 3-point shot, your ass the one that went over there. After going back down court to play defense, which was on the other side of the court, which is on your side of the court, to play defense, to come back on the Magic side of the court and get in that bench's face. So I'm pretty sure your dad probably chewed your ass out and let you know that what you did was wrong and you knew it was wrong. So I'm pretty sure of it. So you two show y'all damn suspension and learn from it. And don't let it happen again because this is ridiculous. By the way, my Magic did end up winning that game 127 to 122, by the way. And also congratulations for winning last night at Charlotte Hornets, by the way, Magic. Y'all playing some good ball. I love this young team. This is a young team. It's a young team. But nevertheless, fight night. Boy, I tell you. Go all the way back to the fight. You see this? All this. Just days apart from each other. Fight night. Fight night in the NBA. Good gracious.
The Playmakerz blog is proudly to announce that it is sponsored by Fanatics. Fanatics, where you can get all your official license, sports gear, memorabilia, whether it's for the National Football League, the National Basketball Association, Major League Baseball, National Hockey League, or even International Soccer League, or even college sports. So rep your team, rep the hardware, get comfortable, because Fanatics is the way to go, where sports fans shop and official license everything.
And welcome back to Shooting the Lights Out here, the Playmaker here. And as y'all just seen, our Fanatics. And there, like I said, today, use it now. You get free U.S. shipping on orders over $24. 24 ship is your code. 24 ship. That is 24 SHIP. Go ahead, lock in on your deals right here, right now. We got one Flagrant Foul out the way. Time to get Flagrant Foul number 2 in here. Told you. You think I wasn't gonna do a Flagrant Foul on Kyrie Irving after everything this man has done? Yeah, damn right I'm doing a Flagrant Foul on goddamn Kyrie Irving. This man here, boy, the things this man does is just crazy. It really is. It's really crazy what this man does, because I can't take it. I really can't. I don't know about y'all, but I can't take it. The stuff that he does, it hurts my nerves, man. It really hurts my nerves. Kyrie Irving, as you already know, as I did on top of the show, and as you probably heard throughout all of Sunday and on today, Kyrie Irving was traded from the Brooklyn Nets to the Dallas Mavericks. I'll get into that as we go along here. Here's the issue here, as you see here. He asked for a trade on Friday. This is what the article was looking like on Friday by Adrian Wojnarowski. Kyrie Irving adds Nets for trade ahead of deadline. This was Friday. This was 2 p.m. Friday. Trade happened. Charles Barkley. This is what Charles Barkley said to react to the trade. Kyrie Irving cannot be counted on by an NBA team. He can't be trusted. And he's absolutely right. Kyrie Irving cannot be trusted, cannot be counted on, because we don't know if he's going to be available or not. Okay? And then, as you know, Sunday, he was traded to the Dallas Mavericks. Now, you remember this shot, ladies and gentlemen? 2016 NBA Finals. Kyrie Irving hits this shot over Stephen Curry less than a minute to go in Game 7 of the NBA Finals. As Kyrie Irving hits that shot, LeBron James gets the chase down block on Andre Iguodala. That led to this. Kyrie Irving winning his lone championship, and he did it with the Cleveland Cavaliers and LeBron James. That was 2016. We are practically going on 7 years since. June of this year would be 7 years since the Cavaliers hosted that trophy with LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, and a whole bunch of people. Since then, Kyrie Irving took his talents to Boston because he wanted to get away from LeBron James and he wanted to be the leader of his own damn team. You had a young Jason Tatum. You had a young Marcus Smart. You had a young Jaylen Brown. You had a Gordon Hayward. You had a Terry Rozier and whatnot. Kyrie Irving gets injured. Boston, they go on a run. They get to the conference. They get to the Eastern Conference Finals without Kyrie. They fall short. I think that year, trying to remember who they played that year. Was it Cleveland? I think it was Cleveland. They made a good run. They made a good run and they fell short. Kyrie comes back. Terry Rozier and company looked at Kyrie like, dude, we don't need you. We just made it to the Eastern Conference Finals without you. It was all like, we're good. Infighting takes place. Gordon Hayward was also injured that year. He also came back. Infighting takes place. Rozier gets traded to Charlotte, where he's playing at now, currently. Gordon Hayward ended up going, Gordon Hayward ended up going to Charlotte as well. All types of stuff happened. Kyrie Irving ended up winning out. He told people, hey, I'm here for Boston. I'm here for the long haul and whatnot. And all of a sudden, turns around and finds out Kyrie's not here for the long haul because all of a sudden, Kyrie's here in Brooklyn with Kevin Durant and the Brooklyn Nets. So he told Boston, so basically what he did, he told Boston fans what they wanted to hear, and he did the opposite. Yeah, we here, we got a long haul, we're gonna build a championship team. This team is on the right path and whatnot. I'm going to Brooklyn to play with Kevin Durant. He's in Brooklyn with Kevin Durant. They got things going on. Boba happens, stuff like that happens and whatnot, miss games and whatnot. Finally get on the court. Kyrie's boss office, KD's boss office. The Nets look good. Injuries take place. Kyrie goes down in the playoffs with an ankle sprain. Milwaukee takes them out in 7. Milwaukee goes on to win the championship. Kevin Durant is wishing he had a size 13 instead of a size 14 because his toe was on the damn line. The reason why the game went in overtime and not victory and whatnot and all this other place. So you lost to the Milwaukee. As Milwaukee goes on to win the championship that year. All right, we can work this out. We're gonna bring in James Harden to the Brooklyn Nets. All right, James Harden comes in. Kyrie does not want to get vaccinated, so he's out for most of the season until the New York mayor releases the mandate on the vaccine stuff. Then Kyrie can now play home games, but he still can't play everywhere else because you need to be vaccinated to play everywhere else, most likely. But it doesn't happen. They play a few games, stuff like that. Your ass gets swept by the Boston Celtics. This is game 1 of last year. Jason Tatum blew past Kevin Durant because Kevin Durant was too busy clock watching. Jason Tatum drives to the hole for the game when they led to win game 1, and then they go on to win the next 3 games and sweeping the Brooklyn Nets. And in doing so, more drama with Kyrie Irving takes place during the offseason and whatnot. Anti-Semitic thing, all this other stuff, drama. But it was the Boston Celtics that put you out, and you felt some type of way. As you see Kyrie Irving's face right here. Let's look at Kyrie Irving's face. He feels some type of way because Boston took him out. Put a pin in that, Boston. Put a pin on Boston right now, okay? That took place. James Harden leaves. He goes to Phoenix. They're bringing Ben Simmons in a trade and whatnot, and everything goes smoothly. Kyrie Irving does what he does with the anti-Semitic thing, all this other stuff. He missed some games. Kevin Durant got the Brooklyn Nets playing some ball. Kyrie comes back on his little hiatus. They are playing ball. Kevin Durant goes down. All right. But Kyrie's still getting the ball rolling. They are playing good old ball. They playing good ball. I mean, tremendous ball. Until they ran to Boston. You see this? What did Boston do to them on this game? This is what Boston did to them on this game. 139-96. Now, those of you might asking, how far back are we going? Let me pull that data up for you real quick. Let's see how far we're going back, because that was a beating of the ages. It was literally 4 days ago when Boston gave Brooklyn a tenacious ass whooping. So we're going to what? February 1st, the beginning of Black History Month. Jason Tatum scores 31. Celtic sizzle in 139-96. Wrap up Nets. Kyrie Irving, 20 points, 9 of 18 shooting, 1 for 7 from 3. Thompson came off the bench, gave you 19. You got 12 from returning Joe Harris. That is about it. Everybody else can do nothing. Jason Tatum, 31 points, 9 boards, 12 for 19 from the field, 7 from 12 from 3-point range. Robert Williams, 16 points and 9 boards. Derek White, 14 points and 10 boards. Jaylen Brown, 26 points, 8 for 16 from the field, 7 for 12 from 3-point range. Kearney came off the bench and gave Brooklyn 10. Mark Brogdon came off the bench and gave him 10. You do realize that Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown combined for 57 points. They went 20 for 35 from the field and 14 for 24 from 3-point range. By themselves. This ass whooping here is the reason why this ended up happening. See, what I want y'all to realize is every time Kyrie loses to Boston, some BS happens. Some BS puts him in the limelight for more ridicule, more than anything, because every time you're in the headlines, it's really for the bad reasons, by the way. But every time he loses to Boston, some BS happens. I don't think people has been noticing this, but I want y'all to notice this. Remember, the offseason that was Kyrie Irving is because Boston swept them in the first round last year. See, if Kyrie would have did what he's supposed to have done, probably take the vaccine and whatnot, probably play more games for Brooklyn. They don't be in a play-in tournament and they don't get the 7th seed. Thus, you won't be seeing the 2nd seed with the Boston Celtics. Thus, you won't be getting swept in the first freaking round. But you got swept. And then the summer of Kyrie happened. Okay? Then you fast forward, you're playing great ball, and you run into Boston. And what Boston do to you? They whoop your ass again. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a 43-point win. 43-point win. Meaning these dudes didn't have a chance in hell. And this was in Boston. What happens? Kyrie wants to get traded, and he gets traded to Dallas. So we all want to put blame on Kyrie, and rightfully so, because Kyrie, you can't be dependable. You're not trustworthy. You felt good where this team was going, and you knew Kevin Durant was coming back. You knew Kevin Durant was coming back. And this is what you did to him. Oh, I want out. Okay. Joe Sidem said, thank goodness. You just get your ass out of Brooklyn. They shipped your ass. And they didn't even ship your ass to LA. Even LA gave them a better deal, let's be honest. But they ain't want Russell Westbrook back. They sent your ass to Dallas to play with Luka Doncic. Okay. We shall see how this works out. But for most people, they want to see how this works out because they skeptical. Both of y'all ball dominant and whatnot. So somebody got to defer to somebody. And if Kyrie is a smart guy, which he claims to be, he is, he's going to defer to Luka Doncic because that is Luka's team. That is not Kyrie's team. That is Luka's team. Luka will control the offense. Kyrie, you fall in line. Okay, that's how this should work. Nevertheless, ladies and gentlemen, 2016, we had the Larry O'Brien trophy because Kyrie hit an iconic shot over Stephen Curry. From there, he goes to Boston, and it doesn't work out because Boston said, hey, we got this far without you. I don't think we really need you. He leaves Boston, takes his ass to Brooklyn. He wanted to be the leader, but the Nets was not. But the young guys of the Celtics was not falling, and you snubbed the fans, and the fans gave you the "F you, Kyrie" when that ass whooping took place by Boston. Okay, they still can't stand your ass right now. But you left there and you went to Brooklyn. You teamed up with Kevin Durant. You teamed up with James Harden and whatnot. So, by the way, Kyrie Irving at this moment in time, you have played with LeBron James, Kevin Love, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Kevin Durant, James Harden. That is 6 all-star to superstar players that you have played with. 1 championship. One title. By the way, your time with the Brooklyn Nets, which is 3 years, you only have 1 playoff series win. You have 1 championship with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and you have 1 playoff series win with the Brooklyn Nets. And you didn't even play a postseason with the Boston Celtics. Now we go from this to now this that's going to happen in Dallas. Kyrie Irving, to be as a boss up as you are so not dependent upon, which is a damn shame. Because you have all the talent, the gifted talent in the world as a basketball player that handles the shot making ability, the ability to shoot from 3, all of it. But yet, your ass always want to bring in some damn drama. That's why people are calling you a cancer. People are calling you a headache. That's why you get the rap that you are getting. And listen to Jay Williams and Stephen A. this morning. Jay doesn't like it. Jay thinks it's been met 5 times more than anybody else. But Stephen A. is like, Kyrie's trying to get a bag. And it's not any kind of bag. He's trying to get a lengthy bag. Nevertheless, the riot at the U.S. Capitol, he takes time off. Doesn't get the vaccine for the pandemic. Has to miss games. They want to be a part of the bubble and try to get other players not to be part of the bubble. So that took place. When the pandemic happened, he broke league protocol to go party with his sister. But it was a pandemic at the time. Don't blame you. It's family is whatnot. But the league rules and regulations during the pandemic was to not go to parties and not to be around a lot of bunch of people, which he broke. Okay. The anti-Semitic tweet that you did and whatnot. There's so many instances that Kyrie has not been dependent upon and is ridiculous and is uttering my last damn nerds. Kyrie Irving, if you can't work this out in Dallas with Luka Doncic, just shut the hell up and get out of the NBA for our sake, because we are tired of the BS that you keep bringing forth. Instead, and when you can be playing on the damn court doing your thing. Okay? Kyrie Irving, I'm done with you. Get out my face.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Into the Net FC.
Kylian Mbappe just all of a sudden finally understood his role, and I think he finally understood that everything Kylian Mbappe has accomplished already, there is still a hell of a lot waiting for him in the future. Kylian Mbappe is only 24 years old. He has accomplished so much, and you know what? Kylian Mbappe has not even reached his prime. Finally seeing, the Marcus Rashford we have been hoping for such a long time, But, this game, after everything Manchester United has been, doing lately, this was actually the ultimate test, to see if Manchester United, honestly was all of a sudden for real.
I explained this. The United States, maybe they have to suffer this loss as a lesson to learn to prepare for the future. Because 4 years from now, the World Cup is in not one, not two, but 3 countries. The United States of America, Canada, and Mexico. Into the Net FC is available on all streaming platforms, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, and YouTube.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Shooting Lights Out. As we prepare to close out the show, we got some games for you to look at. Starting in the college rounds tonight, 6 p.m. ESPN2, 13 ranked Virginia Tech. These are the ladies. These are the ladies, as I should say. 13 ranked Virginia Tech Huskies. They are in Raleigh, North Carolina, take on 15 ranked the Lady Wolfpack of NC State. And then tomorrow at 8 p.m. on the Big 12 Network and ESPN Plus, the 20th ranked Sooners of Oklahoma. They are on the road. They are in Waco, Texas to take on the Baylor Bears. That is the ladies college hoops. By the way, shout out to the ladies. I'll be talking to y'all. I'll be talking fully on y'all this coming Wednesday. That's a special Shooting Lights Out episode. I can't wait to do that with a special guest of mine. I'll let y'all know when that day comes. It's the NBA action tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We have a good lineup tonight. NBA TV tips us off at 7:30 when we have the Los Angeles Clippers take on the Brooklyn Nets without Kyrie Irving. At 9 p.m., you have Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks. They are in Salt Lake City as NBA All-Star Weekend is just about a week away when they take on the host city, the Utah Jazz. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is leading the Oklahoma City Thunder into the Bay Area to take on Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, and the Golden State Warriors without Stephen Curry. And then the nightcap on NBA TV after Clippers Nets, you have the Milwaukee Bucks led by Giannis Antetokounmpo, who I consider the best player in the game. He's in Portland, Oregon to take on Dame Dollar and the Portland Trailblazers. That is your lineup for tonight. But tomorrow, we have some matchups too for tomorrow. Tomorrow, starting off on TNT, 7:30 p.m. Chris Paul, Devin Booker, and the Phoenix Suns, they are in Brooklyn to take on the Kyrie-less Brooklyn Nets. Also at 7:30, Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks, they are in the Big Easy of New Orleans, Louisiana, to face off with Brandon Ingram and the New Orleans Pelicans. At 8 p.m., DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine, as we trying to figure out if Zach LaVine will still be a Bull after Thursday's deadline. Him and the Bulls, they are in the FedEx Forum to take on the Memphis Grizzlies. I do believe Dillon Brooks should be back from that game from his one-game suspension. Speaking of suspension, Austin Rivers began his suspension with this game. As the Minnesota Timberwolves, they are on the road to take on the best team in the Western right now, the Denver Nuggets. And finally, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They are taking on LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers, as LeBron James is 36 points away from capturing the all-time scoring record from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So everybody will be on the lookout for that one. This is his time to break it. If not, it'll be just before the Super Bowl. And then Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen, ESPN has your doubleheader, kicking it off with 76ers at the TD Garden to take on the Boston Celtics. Joel Embiid, James Harden taking on Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to kick things off. At 9 p.m., the Minnesota Timberwolves, they are in Salt Lake City to take on the Utah Jazz. 10 p.m., Golden State Warriors, they are in Portland to take on the Portland Trailblazers, and also the finish off doubleheader on ESPN. Dallas and Clippers meet again. And then that'll be it, ladies and gentlemen, for Shooting Lights Out. I appreciate y'all tuning in, watching it. If you are, subscribe to our website, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also, whatever platform you listen to podcasts on, if you like listen to the audio version, subscribe on whatever platform it is. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Audible. Find out we was on Audible as well. And all the other stuff. So thank you again for tuning in to Shooting Lights Out. I am the Playmaker. I will see y'all Wednesday for a special women's edition of Shooting Lights Out.
Good. You've done great. But you can't stop here. You can't stop now. You gotta keep going. Through all your trials and your tribulations, you gotta keep pushing. Now, finish your canvas.
Yeah. Gotta get it out the mud, that's the only way to win. Who am I to point the finger like I never ever seen? Been through the ups and downs like the letter N. They don't let you through the door, better kick that again. Cause that's the only way to win. That's the only way to go. Gotta get it out the mud. Gotta get it out the flow. Cause that's the only way to go. Let's go.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. If you want to follow the podcast, you can follow on all streaming platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, and a whole lot more. This has been Shooting Lights Out.
Masterpiece.